Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Luckiest Peach podcast. I'm your host, Rachel, the Luckiest Peach, or the Lucky Peach. Shit. I'm already fucking up. See, this is what happens when I bulk record and then I get like a week off. I forget how, I think it's been 2 weeks actually. Nearly. I don't know, but I recorded most of this month ahead of time and it fucked with my head. It actually confused me more than it helped me. I mean, it helped me in some ways, but it actually ended up confusing me because I kept getting. I have it all written down, but I still kept forgetting when things were coming out. Anyways, that doesn't matter. That being said, the day that this comes out actually is the white people's favorite day, September 21st. So, because white people love that fucking song. I'm not even gonna lie. There was a day like my like I think sophomore year of college that I listened to it on repeat all day, just because that's yeah. Uh, anyways, it's the 21st of September, but yeah. So we're back for another review. If you're new here, the monthly review is just where I review something that released the previous month. So today I'm gonna be reviewing Annette that released last month, but uh, as always, I refuse to do reviews and commentaries alone. So guess what? We can't get rid of him. Rose back.
He's back. He's back. By popular demand. He's back. He's back. You love him so. You love him so much. You love him so much. You love him so much. It's Raúl. What's up?
Someone get this man a Tony.
You can't get rid of me. I'm like herpes. I refuse to leave. Yep. Herpes, the clap,
Anyways,
whatever you want to call it. I'm like that. I don't leave. I'll stay with you forever.
I think the clap is chlamydia.
Doesn't matter. I'm like an STD.
Anyways, how are you?
Uh, every day I wake up and exist, and that is a pain of itself. But today, I am one day away from getting paid. My back hurts. I'm probably going to play some Valorant later with the boys. Yeah, I think today's gonna be fine. But yeah, I have a Parmesan cheese. I don't know. Just today is gonna be. Today's gonna be good.
Today was some like I got up. I actually dressed cool for once.
Yeah.
I had a fit, and I went to the art museum because for those who don't know, I'm a dumbass, and I made art history my minor, um, which involves more writing than anything. I hate it.
Not
But
the
it's I'm
writing that
too
we
far in.
specialize in.
I'm too far in to change it, and I also don't feel like having to deal with changing it. So yeah, I had to go to the art museum to look at a specific room of the types of paintings that my class is about. And I'm there, and I like go through the first two buildings, and then I get to the building where those paintings would be, and I find out that those rooms, that hallway, or that those specific paintings are in, are closed because they took them out and they put a bunch of Monet in there for one of those temporary exhibits. So yeah, I mean, I got in for free, so
You didn't have to pay shit.
no. I mean, I had to pay for parking, but
Yeah. Hey,
yeah,
but you're
parking
gonna
is
go
still
watch.
cheaper than a ticket.
Yeah. But hey, you went there. You found out that they're playing "In the Mood for Love," and I got you a ticket for next week. So you know, there you
Yeah, I
go.
took home the schedule.
The schedule.
The
Yeah.
schedule.
Oof. God, I might just rewatch "In the Mood for Love." God,
Yeah, I
Tony Lung
took
is
home their
sexy.
their schedule for September.
Yeah. Maggie Chung and Tony Long. Man,
It's a fun time.
yeah. The buys and the pans love that movie for sure.
The only one they're showing in 35, aside from Tenet, is The Man Who Fell to Earth. But I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of David Bowie as an actor.
Well, you don't like him as Pilates or what's his name in The Last Temptation? I can't remember. Pilates. Oh my God. No, not Pilates.
Pilates? Oh, yeah, he is in that movie.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. Pontius
it?
Clades or something like
Pontius?
Uh,
Pontius, I think so. That's the yeah, because
Yeah,
he was Roman, right?
yeah. He's the one who sends Jesus to get crucified.
Yeah, it's Pontius.
Pontius,
Pontius.
not Pilates. Everybody
Pilates.
who's listening, it's not Pilates.
That scene in the first episode of Queen's Gambit when she sneaks out of the movie to go steal pills. There's like a movie playing, and I looked it up. I was like, "What movie is playing in the background of Queen's Gambit?" And it was some old movie about the Romans deciding whether or not to kill Jesus. I was like, "Cool. Why do we need?
Why is that in the Queen's Gambit?
Well, because she was in like a religious orphanage.
Damn, let me find out what movie that is.
It's called The Robe.
The Robe.
Yeah, I think it has Richard Burton in it. Because of course it does.
Yeah, oh my God. The Robe, 1953. Damn.
Speaking of Richard Burton, the whole the celebrity couple scandals that have happened recently, it just remind me of Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton. And I'm like, you know what? This shit used to be normal in old Hollywood. Why are y'all surprised that people cheat?
Yeah. Man, we still cheat these days.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, so I almost forgot, but I did start taking notes during movies.
By the way, fuck. I don't know if you're a fan, but what's it called? I don't know if you've ever seen his work, but because this is the first time I get to be on a podcast since like the news popped up. But rest in peace to Jean-Paul Belmont. He was what's it called, a big actor during the New Wave, French New Wave, and he was in quite a lot of films with what's his name, Jean-Luc Godard. So he died this week. Yeah, yeah. Man's left, man, and all you fucking what's it called, film bros are suffering with us because
all we're left with is Marion Cotillard.
He plays an asshole in Breathless, but still, great actor.
That was the first French actor that came to my mind. I was like, where's
Cotillard.
That being said, I don't know how to pronounce the director's name. Of
Leos
Annette.
Carax?
Is it Leos or Leos? I don't know. But, anyways, yeah. So
French audience, tell us.
Tell us. Maybe a Francophile, but I don't give a shit to learn your language. That reminds me, I had a moment earlier today that I will tell you the story afterwards.
I hope it's not as bad as my moment trying to pronounce that new PTA title as licorice pizza when it's licorice pizza.
Okay.
I wanted to pronounce it in Italian.
Oh
licorice
my God.
pizza.
Luckiest pizza. Anyways, no, it's not as bad as that. It was one of those moments where I became very aware of myself. Anyways. Not sponsored by G Fuel. So anyways.
Not sponsored, but It's pretty fucking good.
We're talking about Annette, directed by Leos Carax. I didn't know this movie. Well, I didn't know what this movie was. Like, I remember when I did August Streaming Wars, where the fact that I remember anything from that is a miracle. Because I usually forget what happens in episodes as soon as I stop recording. But I remembered like reading it off, and I was like, "What is that?" And then I was like, "I don't know what the review for September. There's no good movies coming out," and I was like, very, very close to making the movie Reminiscence. And then you said Annette, and I was like, okay. And then I looked it up, and I was like, oh, it's that movie that Adam Driver made headlines about when he talking about a specific scene.
Performing cunnilingus.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, okay. And then I watched it, and now we're gonna review it. So thank you for reminding me of this movie, because otherwise we'd be talking about a really bad Inception ripoff movie.
Oh, I wouldn't be here for that one. I'll tell you that. You'll be doing that one alone.
I remember I was like texting Gio. I was like, I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna do that. And he's like, oh no.
Yeah, I'm good, bro. Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna be here for Reminiscence.
Anyways, yeah. So about it. So, yeah. So obviously released this year. It premiered. Oh, okay. Wait. Let me. This is what happens when I get time off from recording. I don't know how to do it anymore. Uh, have I ever known how to do this? No. Anyways, so yeah, the movie follows a stand-up comedian and his opera singer wife, and how their lives are changed when they have their first child. So the cast is Adam Driver as Henry, McHenry, Marion Cotillard as Anne Defranu. We already established. I don't know. I don't understand French. Um, Simon Helberg as the accompanist, which, listen, even though although he has Big Bang Theory in his works, he's a great actor, and I think he's a great actor. And then some other people are in this as well, of course. So yeah, it's a musical, obviously. This is Carax's first English language film. Yeah. Yeah, so it premiered at Cannes in July, and then had its French premiere like the day after it premiered at Cannes. And then it was distributed by Amazon Prime Video, released in August. So that's where you can watch it. And because of that, it's pretty much available worldwide. Because Jeff Bezos has his hands everywhere. In everyone's pants. So the budget is 15.5 million. Box office is only 2.8, but given that it was released on a streaming service and it didn't have a theatrical release, it makes sense, I guess. I don't know what the rate is for streaming services. I don't know if they actually make any money off of. I mean, they do have to, but like, I don't know.
They usually just like release them if like the movie does really, really well, and then they'll be like, "Look how our movie did," you know. Let's go. That like
Yeah,
HBO Max will be like, "This was our most performed best performed movie." I'm like, well, you didn't tell us about the other ones. How about those? How did those do?
Yeah. I think this money, because it only had a French release theatrically,
Mm-hmm.
maybe that's what that is. Just converted into American. Um yeah, because usually Wikipedia usually only shows like American dollars, or like they only show dollars. They don't show, like, depending on the country, they only show dollars.
Mm-hmm.
They don't usually show euros or pounds or whatever the fuck Frenchies
Frenchies.
French people use.
I believe they're still in the union, so it would be euros.
They use euros. They don't use francs.
Frenchies, like the mustard. Frenchies mustard.
Yeah, Frenchies. Mustard's nasty. Uh, um, yeah. Should I read the plot?
Read the whole ass thing, or you just want to read the synopsis?
I don't even, I don't remember. It's been a whole month since we recorded one of these.
Here, I got you. Asshole dude marries a girl who doesn't know that he's an asshole. She is better at in her career field than he is in his, and his career is declining. They have a child. Child ends up being what's it called, a mysterious baby that can, what's it called, adapt the powers, or like the musical, what's it called, voice of the mom. Mom dies. Baby becomes more hyper aware, and dad, who's played by Adam Driver, does what capitalism does best and tries to exploit it, and tries to make money off of it to compensate for the fact that he has no more career left. And later, shit happens.
Yeah.
Uh, A plus, what's it called, plot right here. I did it.
I'm gonna be honest. I wasn't feeling the movie at first.
Yeah.
Like in the first 30 minutes. Like, I don't know how to read off my notes without reading them off. But the first thing I have is, why is Adam Driver's character the evil love child of Bo Burnham and Mark Rebier? And then going off of how he's the evil love child of them. So like one of the opening scenes is his character is a comedian, so he's like a musical comedian, hence Bo Burnham and Mark Rebier. Also, he performs in a robe and underwear, hence Mark Rebier. And in the performance, he makes a joke about a shooting, and I was like, that is so, like, I know American humor is fucked up, but that was so out of pocket. I know Americans are so desensitized to everything that we can joke about it, but seeing it in a movie, it was just so out of pocket.
Makes a whole bit about killing his wife.
Legit. I guess because it's weird when comedians do it, because they're more aware of it. Yeah. Yeah. What oh, I'm reading. Give your thoughts, because I'm reading this back and I'm being reminded of things I forgot happened in this movie.
All right. I thought that the movie was okay. Um,
Same.
I thought that the movie was beautifully shot. First of all, beautifully shot with some of the best lighting setups I've seen in a really long time. I like the whole scene with Driver and the baby just washed up on shore. Beautiful lighting. I mean, I love that. And
The
I
lighting
thought,
is sexy in some scenes.
yeah, and I thought that the performances were good too. I obviously loved what's his name? Um Homie from Big
Simon
Bang.
Helberg.
Yeah.
Simon Helberg.
Simon Helberg is easily the best performance in this movie. Um Next to Cotillard and possibly Driver after. But I loved Helberg in this movie. Wonderful. But this movie severely um lacks a good pace. to its story. I found the music from the Sparks to be very uninteresting in a movie that should have music that's interesting. If you're gonna make a musical, your music should be interesting and carry the story. I found it to be just fine, and I didn't really find it to be anything different or anything good from what I've from other things I've listened to. And I just I really respect the ambition that Carax does here, because I think that's a big thing about this movie, is that it has a lot of ambition. It's very different, but at the same time, it's kind of what holds it back, because I think that it focuses too much on that ambition and that stylism, that it forgets that like the story is kind of falling apart, like going into the second act, and then the third act is just so clunky and messy. I just thought the film was fine. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was good. I think it was just okay.
Yeah, I thought the editing was weird as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was slightly disappointed by the previously mentioned singing cunnilingus scene, because it was less him singing while he was doing it and more
Yeah.
just he lifted his head up for a minute to sing.
I thought we were gonna go full
I
like
thought we were
Gaspar
gonna get
Noé,
full like in
Gas
deep.
Gaspar Noé, fucking what's it called? Camera lens inside the pussy, and then you just see the tongue
Inside the coochie, he's
while he
singing
just
while he's
opens it, and
deep
with the
in the
knife
coochie.
he's like, "We love each other so much." Like, come on, I can't believe I'm
I was disappointed. And then like not even 5 minutes later he's like licking her feet, and I was like no,
This
no, no.
man worshipped this woman until the day that he decided to kill her.
Legit. Well, until he realized she was more successful.
Yeah,
Because jealousy will consume you. Fun
yeah.
fact. And if you're if you are a lucky piece of shit like the Spears family, you'll actually get to steal your kids' money because of your jealousy. Ha ha
Yeah.
ha 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 ha.
Why do I feel like Carax kind of put that in there in a way though? Like, just like Henry's trying to steal money from his child,
Yeah.
and
I mean, it happens all the time. Like with especially child actors. Like it's a lot of
yeah,
parents just trying to make money off of them, exploiting their own kids.
yeah,
Like the best example I can think of it is Drew Barrymore, but like part of that's because she comes from an acting family, um, with like a family that's been in acting since film has began. But like her mom like pretty much forced her into it, and like she was addicted to coke by the time she was like 12.
mm-hmm.
Like so, I mean, it's I think it's good to like comment on child exploitation in the entertainment industry. Speaking of that, can we talk about how during the Hyper Bowl they flew her in on drones? Ah,
That scene has the only bit of music that I was like, shit's badass.
yeah, even
This
the football players were into it.
Yeah, like that scene was the only scene where I thought the music was really good. But yo, they brought that kid in with what's it
On
called? Drones. And
drones.
then whatever that thing platform that the kid was on that was like glowing up once the energy was coming, and then the kid didn't sing, so it just kept going down. I was like, what is going on? And like I love how the announcer's like, remember, baby Annette is just a child. We need to wait a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, baby Annette.
And she's like, my dad killed my mom.
It's like, daddy killed people. I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, because he also kills the accompanist Simon Hobart,
Simon
because
Halbert.
he finds out that Anne and him hooked up a bit before him and Anne started dating, and so it's implied that the accompanist is Annette's real father.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Hey, you ain't gonna steal my kid. What's it called? I'm
One of
trying to
my
make some
one
money
of my
off of it.
notes one of my notes said, it's like, you know, the handshaking tweets.
Yeah.
It's like Baby Annette and Polka Dot Man having fucked up exploitative parents.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's the whole thing. And like, I read up on why Leos decided to like use like a puppet for this, because like that kid. Sorry
I
to burst
guess,
your bubble. What's it called? That's not a kid. That's a puppet.
I mean, it makes
Um,
sense because if you're making a movie that comments on child exploitation, it would be kind of,
yeah, it's easily
it would be kind of,
manipulatable.
it would be kind of, hypocritical to actually use a real kid.
Yeah, yeah. It's easy to manipulate a puppet. You literally do what you want to with a puppet. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Because like at first I saw a bunch of people like complain about it, and I was like, I don't know. Let me find out if he's trying to do something with it. Because they were like, oh, y'all judge Clint Eastwood for what's it called, the toy baby in American Sniper, but you guys are okay with the puppet baby in Annette, and I'm like, hold on,
Well, when
what's it
you look
called?
at what the movie's about,
Wow. And then I read that Leos was like, yeah, it's to, you know, be the fact that it's just easier to manipulate a child. Like it's easy to manipulate a puppet. Like you can manipulate the people in Henry's life. Like he was manipulating.
yeah,
So I was
I
like,
was.
okay,
This is what happens when I go into movies blind. I didn't know it was gonna be a puppet. And I was like, what is this? What is this Twilight Breaking Dawn shit? What is this Chuck
at
ass
first
shit?
it tripped me out. I'm not even gonna lie, it
It
tripped me
threw me
out.
off. And then the shot where he's like dreaming and she comes out of looking like a clown.
Oh man,
Oh my god. It was it was I don't
Daddy kill people.
oh my god. I don't know. I already forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I think moments that weren't meant to be funny were funny, but for whatever reason that made me like the movie more. Um yeah. Oh god. Yeah, also the only joke I found funny during the stand-up scenes was when he goes, "Somebody broke into my house and stole all my jokes."
Yeah, yep, yep. I just I love the crowds in his stand up. Like they laugh, they're like, "Come on, Henry, do it again, please, Henry." Like that's not funny, Henry. Come on. Now I'm like, of course, it could be how like be saying how like some crowds are pretty like either they absolutely adore the comedian and they will
Yeah.
fight to hell for the comedian, or they just hate this guy and they will heckle the shit out of him.
Yeah. It makes me wonder if either of the two comedians who the character very clearly reminds people of have seen the movie and have any thoughts of it.
Come on,
Oh,
Bo. Do it again, Bo.
come on, Mark. And
Oh,
like
man.
before he started singing on stage, I thought of Mark Revie because I was like, he's wearing only underwear and a robe and he's in loafers. And then I was like, you know what? Men wearing loafers without socks need to be stopped. They need to be stopped.
Oh man, dude. I didn't notice where Leos came out. What's it called? I didn't notice the cameo. But
He had a
when I
cameo?
actually looked up how Leos looks, I'm like, oh, this looks like a very interesting man. And then a friend of mine actually met Leos at a screening in the UK. He's like, dude, this guy's like shy as hell. He's super awkward. He doesn't want to talk to anybody. And I'm like, I can see it.
Relatable.
Yeah.
I would be
Like,
the same way.
oh man.
I really Yeah, the thing in terms of, oh yeah, oh fuck yeah, I forgot. Okay, so Henry, Adam Driver's character, has like a birthmark in the movie, but they never, like, I don't know if it's supposed to mean something
Mm-hmm.
or not, because there were a couple times that it was very clearly in the shot, and I was like, is that supposed to say something, or is that just a casual character thing?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, if you take the time to put that detail in to do the makeup to do that, I feel like it might have to have meaning, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Um, and I thought that I really here's something. I don't know what y'all are gonna what's it called. I know y'all are gonna probably be like, well, Raúl, what's it called? If they can write, they can write. I think one of my biggest problems with this movie is the fact that the director didn't write the screenplay. This movie is written by musicians.
He wrote, yeah, he mostly just kind of was like,
Yeah,
I'll help you.
I don't really like that all that. Like I think that that's just I
With
don't know the
musicals, you
Sparks. I
need
don't know.
a lot of communication.
Yeah, I don't know the Sparks. I don't know how they work, and I don't know if they got like tips from Carax. But like when you don't have a lot of experience writing screenplays, it kind of shows.
Yeah,
And I saw it in this movie where I was like, this kind of doesn't really feel like it knows what it wants to do because it's juggling between wanting to be this very ambitious art piece between wanting to be this musical film that doesn't really feel like it's ever a balance of the two
it's
because
more it's
mhm,
more heavy on the music, and it like the plot and like the
yeah,
artistic aspects have to complement that, and they don't
yeah,
really complement them though that well.
yeah, because you have Carax directing while he didn't really have what's it called, a hand in making the script. And it's like it's to me that's why this film feels like really like over all over the place.
So as I'm reading about it, um, Rooney Mara and Rihanna were actually originally supposed to be in the
Bad Girl Riri?
film. Yeah, they left.
Wow.
Um, they left shortly after Amazon acquired the film in March 2017, and then a few months later, Michelle Williams was cast to replace Rooney Mara. Um, and then production stalled because of Star Wars, and then
Yeah.
in 2019, they cast Marion.
Man, Cotillard. Which
I don't
I love
know.
Marion
That
Cotillard.
confuses me then if Rooney Mara and Rihanna were both going to be in it, unless I don't know, unless it was like Rooney's just acting and Rihanna is her singing voice. But I don't see those voices matching up.
Yeah. You see on Wikipedia it says that Carax and the Sparks wrote the screenplay, but when I go to IMDb, it
He
only says
probably he probably just like with like he probably didn't have like a whole lot of writing
yeah.
to
Because like in
contribute.
IMDb, it just says writing credits, original story by Ron and Russell Mael.
I think they were like the primary screenwriters, and he was just like a. I mean, he probably made like some small changes, which, depending on the amount of changes, could give you writing credit.
Yeah, yeah,
Because it also has a separate thing saying like story
yeah.
by the Miles,
Mile, I think
Mail,
Mile,
Mile.
but yeah. Um, I don't know. Wikipedia is also like easily manipulated, so let's go. That's
Yeah,
why I look for credits on IMDb. So I'm gonna go by what I see on IMDb. Therefore, I don't think I actually had a hand in writing this at all. And you can tell. You can tell.
yeah. Uh,
Uh,
I forgot. Oh, okay. So there's a scene where Anne has a nightmare, basically that um, around the time that he has like a really really bad performance, the one where he jokes about killing his wife. She
mhm,
has a really bad dream that a bunch of women accused him of sexual assault
mhm.
or and sexual like, harassment, and that's part of where I was like, the editing isn't that great because I thought it was real, and like not in the way of like, oh shit, it's edited so good that I thought it was real. No, it was just like, did that happen or no? But no, it didn't happen.
Bro. Okay, so yeah, I agree with you with that. I just want to go. I went down to the thanks section here. Fucking hell, man. Leo Carax thanks Bill Burr.
Oh
What's it
my
called? Hold on. Leo Carax thanks Edgar Allan Poe.
god.
Adam Driver. I'm sorry, it was Adam Driver thanks Bill Burr. Adam Driver thanks
That
Chris
makes
Rock.
sense. That
Adam
makes
Driver
sense.
thanks Chris Rock, and then Leo Carax thanks King Vidor. What's it called? Italian filmmaker who did the original, not come and see, original War and Peace. I yeah, I don't. Shit's wild, bro.
Listen, he can thank Chris Rock and Bill Burr, which explains a lot of the jokes.
Yeah,
But how is he not going to mention that the person he's dressed like? The specific person he's dressed like in the style of comedy he's
but
doing.
thanks Edgar Allan Poe. Like, are you? Can I just put? Can I put in my? Can I
I
put
think
in
he
the
can
thanks
thank
section?
anybody.
In the thanks section of what's it called? Of before I leave, I thank Andrei Tarkovsky, Federico
I
Fellini.
think, I mean, it's your movie. I think you can thank anybody. I don't think
Ah!
there's rules on it.
Yeah. And it'll just pop up in their IMDb. They're like, hey, they worked on this movie.
Yeah, I always thought the thanks meant like they helped out in some way.
No,
I guess it
no.
doesn't matter. Oh
Excuse me.
god. Oh,
Marianne Cotillard's soprano, though, the lady that would sing her parts, had a beautiful voice. I really liked Adam Driver singing in this, but I don't think this is the first time that Adam Driver's done like a. Oh no, Marriage Story, where he does that one part
marriage
at the
story.
end.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he does a really good job with singing. Also, I love Driver's like little mannerisms, just like the way that he can like the way he controls how gradually he can raise his voice. Like he doesn't go like straight Pacino, right? Could just go like talking like this, talking like this. He'll just like keep going, like gradually raises his voice. But also just like the fact that what's every time I see what's it called? I see Aaron Driver shirtless, I immediately think about
Uh,
Kylo
I was
Ren
gonna
shirtless.
say the length of his hair, like the way his hair specific. I mean, he always keeps it pretty long, but like the length of it, just it shows the time period of when they shot this movie compared to the last Star Wars.
Yeah, yep.
It
I just
shows.
immediately thought of shirtless Red, dude.
Oh my god. The best part is
Oh
like
man.
shortly after I watched this, um, there's this guy on TikTok who kind of looks like him. Was like posted a couple videos called "If Adam Driver Was Spider Man," and he like does the walk, like the
Oh
like
man.
the wide stance walk that he does.
Yeah. Man. But yeah, Simon Helberg, one hell of a
Simon, if
performance,
he
y'all.
doesn't get a nomination for Best Supporting Actor, I'm gonna riot. I
Yeah,
think this is the first time this year that I've actually been like, nominate now.
he was really good. He was
He's really,
really
he made
good.
me want to watch like Florence Foster Jenkins, which before this I had no interest in watching. I
But
just,
yeah,
yeah. The only other movie I've seen him in is shit. What is it?
old
A
school.
Cinderella Story.
I seen him in old school. But yeah, that doesn't really give much of
Oh,
a
he's
explanation
old school.
of his
I mean, it shows he has range, I guess.
yeah.
If I mean, it's unfortunate that the main thing he's known for
Yeah.
is a kind of fucked up. Like when you think about Big Bang Theory, it's kind of fucked up,
Yeah.
especially the first season. But yeah, he's a good actor.
I never watched past the first season of Big Bang.
I I know I was a fan of it in high school. Um, I think I watched up until like the fifth or sixth season.
Man, y'all decided to keep going with it, huh?
Up until I think I watched it up until the time they introduced what's her name. Fuck the actor who hosted Jeopardy for a little bit.
I don't know.
Her they introduced her character. The
She like
season that they
Sheldon's
yeah
girlfriend.
yeah
Oh, the
yeah
one that keeps like bringing up the fact that her and Penny should endorse like should what's it called, experiment with lesbianism or something like that.
is that the thing?
Yeah, there's like what's it called? Like I mean, there's like one episode where she's like, "What do you do on your birthday?" And it's or like, "What do you do like with your friends? Like, what's it called? Like your girlfriends? Like with girlfriends?" And like, experiment with lesbianism, and like it was a constant thing being brought up, and yeah, I was like, this is kind of
Tell me
weird.
the show was written by men without telling me the show
Yeah. Also, he was in Reno 911. What the hell?
was he like
Yeah, he played
recurring or a couple
two
episodes?
episodes, two episodes in
Oh,
2004. He played a student driver and a hooker buying son.
oh my god.
Oh my god,
Oh,
man.
Reno 911, 2 episodes.
Reno, what's it called, Mad TV, Sabrina the Teenage
Um,
Witch. Damn, he's been in a lot of like pretty big TV
he was
shows.
he was in a lot of like roles like that, like small extra role type things.
Yeah.
They're making Green Eggs and Ham into a show.
Oh god.
How?
He
How?
has a he has a directing credit, but it
Was it
has
an
the guy
episode of
who
Big Bang? Oh no,
yeah,
he
but it has
directed something called "We'll Never Have Paris."
yeah, it has Zachary Quinto in it. I think I'm good.
Nice.
It's homie from Big Bang.
You don't like
Oh no,
Zachary
that's not.
Quinto?
Oh no, what's it called? Simon Helberg is homie from Big Bang.
Zachary Quinto is Spock.
Yeah. Wait, so Simon Helberg is Howard?
Yes.
Damn, he looks really different in this movie.
Yeah, he's actually attractive.
All right, hold on.
I mean, I get that the Big Bang Theory was like, let's go into the stereotype of nerds. But man, they really did him dirty because Simon Helberg is really attractive. And no lie. Um, yeah, I don't. What else? What else? I don't know how I feel about this now, but at the time that I watched the movie, I thought that the music felt very Stephen Sondheim.
Who the fuck is
Um,
that?
he is a musical person. Who the fuck?
Who
Uh,
the fuck is Steven Sondheim?
no, cause he went. He did, he did Into the Woods and Sweeney Todd and some others. I can't remember because I'm only thinking of Andrew Lloyd Webber right now. But yeah. I also saw a review on Letterboxd that called it David Lynch's La La Land.
No, don't do that to Lynch. Don't do that to Lynch. Don't.
It
No.
did make me wonder what it would be like if he wrote a musical.
It would not be
This
this. I'll tell
like
you that.
a musical set based on shit like this or like La La Land.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is one of those movies where I feel like, is it good or is it just pretentious enough that you think it's good, or does it just have an actor you like in it so you think it's good? which is like the opposite end of the spectrum of like something we talked about, I think, yesterday, where I was like, people don't know the difference between I didn't like a movie and this movie is bad.
Yeah.
Because you could like, there are a lot of movies that I like that are bad. There are movies I don't like that are good. There's a difference.
Yeah.
There's a difference. I don't like
Yeah.
Jaws, but I'm not going to tell you it's a bad movie.
Yeah. No, I agree. And yeah, I honestly just think that this movie's okay. And
Yeah.
it's okay. It's not something I'm gonna rewatch. Don't necessarily think that this is something that will that I don't know where this was in my letter, but my top my ranking of the year. But I know that this was nothing that really surprised me. Nothing that I think was better than anything specific that was at the top. But I think that it's a movie that has a lot going for it, and ultimately doesn't really land with what it's trying to do.
It also reminded me that like you can't tell kids anything. Like they will spill your secrets.
Yeah.
They will spill your secret, and it's funny when it happens. Like no lie, it's hilarious because kids will be like, "My mom did it." I'm like, oh, they
Yeah.
will
So this
spill
is
all
at
your tea. So don't murder people in front of your kids. They will tell.
this is at number 17, right below In the Heights and above Ryan the Last Dragon.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. Um, what did you give it on the peachometer?
I gave it 3.5 peaches out of 5 peaches.
Me too.
Yeah.
No
Yeah, I
lie.
think we had the same. Yeah. No average
Nice.
score here. It literally averages out to a 3.5 on the peach meter.
Nice. Speaking of bad movies that I like, while I was giving that, like, to prove that I know the difference between good and bad and whether or not I like a movie, I have a tattoo for a bad movie, but I also have a tattoo for a good movie. You know?
Yeah.
You know?
It's called range, honey.
It's
Find
called
out about it.
it's called mental range and self awareness.
But 3.5 out of 5. Um, it's low on my list, but you know it ain't no Green Knight. It's no
No.
Saint Maud,
That's why
but it is.
I was talking about it, because somebody on TikTok was like, Green Knight bad.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's not. It's an art movie. What do you expect? Just
Yeah.
say you don't like art movies.
It's okay to as long as y'all go ahead and experience these things, but like don't go and saying like it's bad because you don't like it. Uh, I think you know I think you know when something's bad because it's not shot right
It's
or you know it's not.
it's pretty obvious when something's bad.
Yeah, well, you can tell that nobody wanted to work.
I know y'all know what bad is because I know y'all saw Sharknado.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I
what the
know
fuck,
y'all know
man?
what a bad movie is. Don't sit there and call Green Knight bad.
Yeah, but I hope we do a. I hope I wonder what we're doing next month. What you're doing next month? But
I would tell you, I don't know if you actually already saw the list that I posted on Twitter, but I'll tell you after we finish recording. But
all right,
I will reveal it to the audience in the next episode of Streaming Wars.
all right, yeah,
As I do. Um, but yeah, look, I'm looking forward to October, uh, because I've decided that I'm going to dress up because I have too many costumes. I'm going to dress up for every live show I'm on, as well as every episode if you're watching the video on patreon.com/luckypeach. But really, the outfits I wear for the podcast will be the same ones that I wear for the live show, because it doesn't make sense to make one specifically for the podcast because not that many people watch the video because there's few patrons, which is fine. Thank you to the patrons at patreon.com/luckypeach. But yes, yeah, it's yeah. I Well, Disney movies, I would say watch it for the experience because I'm one of those people that I'd be like, you need to experience this fucking weird movie. Um, but don't expect it to be like mind blowing. It's very medium. It's a medium
Think
movie.
about it. Think about it as a movie that tries to be avant-garde, but it doesn't really know what avant-garde is.
Yeah, think of it like how most celebrities dressed up for the 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 Met Gala that one year that the theme was camp because none of them actually knew what camp meant.
Yeah.
Think of it like that. Um, but yes, Raúl, where can the people find you?
As always, I'm on Twitter and Instagram at the Nerdy Chicano. Both on fuck me, man. Wow. Twitter and Instagram as the Nerdy Chicano, twitch.tv/ the Nerdy
Done.
Chicano, youtube.com as Raúl Alejandro Mendoza. Um, yeah, before I leave film on Instagram, just making our way to being done there. Hopefully soon we get to finish up. We get to show it to you all. What else? I what's it called? Media Martyr 17's twitch.tv/ Media Martyr 17. Every other Wednesday for Survivors of Flame. I punch buttons and do stuff on that. And yeah, I don't know what else I do. Oh! Yeah, if you want a more concise, like concise review of what I thought about this movie that I wrote weeks ago, you should go over to nerdcore.com.
Yes.
Go to the review section. I wrote my review of Annette. It was my last review. Currently working on watching Emma for the review on the site. I got a couple of other films I'm gonna review. And
The
Dying.
Anya Emma.
No, Emma EMA from
Oh,
Pablo Larraín,
um,
director of the upcoming film Spencer with
I'm,
Kristen Stewart. Yeah.
um,
Uh, Emma, I'm gonna be writing a review for Undying from director of Phoenix. I can't remember his name right now at the top of my head. Preparations to be together for an unknown period of time, and a bunch of other films that I'm gonna watch. Oh, and Identifying Features because I've been wanting to watch Identifying Features for a while now. But yeah, got a lot of reviews going. Go to nerdcore.com. It's important.
sweet.
Go.
Do it. Anyways, thank you to the listeners. Thank you to the patrons at Patreon.com to Lucky Peach, Brad, Gio, Luis, and Abby. I love y'all. If you want to join the Patreon at patreon.com/Lucky Peach, there are a wide range of perks depending on which tier you subscribe to. The primary one being that you get the episodes a week early, and depending on which tier, you can get video access to watch the video version of the podcast. Because in some episodes there are very funny moments that they're funnier if you see them. But yeah, that being said, you can find me everywhere like a peach, LVCKY Peach. If you go to any of my socials, you can find a link tree that has my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, my patreon.com/luckypeach, Letterboxd, my YouTube, and my Twitch. So yeah, I will see you guys next week for the drunk commentary of Ma, where we did not drink alone. Where I did not drink alone. Yeah. So thank you for being here. Thank you for listening, and stay peachy.